Now it's recording too. Okay, we're good.
Cool. This is the Torch and Wand episode 11, I think. I've been trying to keep track. Last week, the party hitched a ride with the owner of the Puzzled Boar bookstore in Marri along the trade route to Liara. They encountered a little mousefolk person, but otherwise the trip was pretty uneventful. Mayron Fields, the bookstore owner, took the party up the trade route past the forest into the city and into the Goldgrave district, which is the arts district and where her parents' bookstore is. From there, they they just kind of explored, I think, life cast detect magic. And they ended up at something that appears to be a magic shop. Andrew?
Yeah. Oh, right. There we go.
I heard all that, yeah. Suggestions, since Sky isn't here, could we just role play that her character's being quiet and shy?
I was gonna role play that she wandered off somewhere before you got there. No. That building with the columns and vines on it.
I was just thinking that she's shy and standing there, not really interacting that much.
Well,
for the party member that isn't a cat, she sure wanders like one. A life.
Really, I thought I'd be doing it more, but color me surprised.
You're standing at the door of a little half-timbered building. I don't remember if you went in or not, so we're just picking up here.
We walked up to the door and then we cut it off.
Okay. You're standing at the door to a little half-timbered building that I'm trying to find the picture of so I can give you a good description. There's a couple steps up to the door, which is wood, and there's a sign out by the door with a snake wound around a mortar and pestle and a lit lantern.
A snake wound around a mortar and pestle, and what was the last part?
A lit lantern.
And a lit lantern, okay.
The street here is cobblestone, and it seems like it rained in this area recently because there's some puddles in dips in the cobbles.
Well, this seems like your sort of thing. Lead the way.
Not exactly my thing. I might be magically inclined, but I am in no way book smart. My power comes from... I don't know, but it's definitely not from study. And he will walk in.
Delmarov follows behind.
The magic, well, it seems like a magic shop for sure. It's a pretty small rectangular room. There's 2 lanterns overhead lighting the room, and there's this big long piece of gauzy fabric draped in between them. The walls are brick. There's another doorway at the far end on the left that's covered in curtains. Directly next to you on the left, there's a long counter with a glass top, and underneath it are piles of herbs, powders, jars, spices. There's a box with crystal shards There's a couple candles sitting on top of this counter. Off to the right, there's a small table and some round, squishy-looking chairs. There's a teapot sitting on that table over there. Behind the counter, there's arched openings with shelves behind them. There's some more candles. There's some glass jars and bottles and vials, some stone pots. There's an animal skull that you can't quite recognize. And there's variously shaped drawers kind of stacked on top of each other.
Gesh is
Lifeful.
Gesh is
Go
gonna
ahead.
look around for you know how stores have that like established in year embroidery somewhere? He's gonna
There
look.
doesn't seem to be one.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
After that failed personal concentration check, Life is gonna run around and just look at everything.
I've heard of shops like this growing up here, but I've never stepped foot inside one.
I've never seen anything like this. As he's just darting around, inspecting everything. Like that scene in cartoons when when someone walks behind a bottle and you see their eye grow and then shrink when it curves around because of the magnifying effect. He does that like 3 times. Guess you'd see him do that like a lot.
On the other side of the room where the table and chairs is, there's a big long shelf full of just kind of the same assorted things that are on display. The curtains to the back room part, you can see some bluish light coming through them briefly.
Is my detect magic still up?
No.
All right, let's drop another one. Because I'm interested and not smart as a character. So, he'd do that again. I want to see everything that's magic in this place.
The curtains to the back room open and close, and this girl that's she's definitely shorter than you by like a head. She's kind of wearing nondescript tan and green. She's like wearing an olive green shirt with tan pants and a tan shirt over this shirt and sandals. She has braided black hair. She comes out of the back room holding a deck of cards. Someone else leaves after her.
Is the deck of cards magic?
Oh yes, very much.
Oh no, out of character. I think don't do that to me. Don't say magic deck of cards. That's one of the scariest things for any D&D player.
You can tell that everything in this room is at least vaguely magical or has some sort of magical use. But the deck of cards kind of seems like it has a voice. I'm
above game. I'm so scared because I'm so scared of that being a deck of many things, and I have no clue whether it is.
If you concentrate on it, you can actually tell that it's like a variety of tiny little overlapping voices before she puts it into her pocket and the voices disappear.
Life will actually stop when he senses that and kind of just like stare a little scared at her.
Gesh is going to introduce himself to the person. Hello.
Hello. Is there something I can help you find?
Yes, actually. I was wondering if there was an item you might have that could allow me to carry a little bit more.
What? Like, Life stuttering will ask, what was that deck of cards?
Oh, this, she pulls out a deck where each of the cards has, hang on, I gotta find it. Each of the cards has a heart design, a diamond around it, and around this stripes like lines used to depict sun rays. The four corners are black. It's just a tarot deck. Why? Did you want a reading?
No. Why are there voices coming from it? That is not that is not a normal deck of any sort.
You can
You cut out for
hear
me.
the voices too.
Oh, never mind. You cut out for a second, but I think I got that. Did you ask? You can hear the voices too.
Mm-hmm.
Life will go. Yes. What are they?
The Arcana spirits. Master Asra taught me how to listen to them and interpret what they say. Are you a magician too?
Not a magician. Asra would know what I am, but I don't think I do. I'm magic. Let's leave it at that.
Her face kind of clears of its confusion. Well then, is there anything I can help either of you find?
Well, now that that's cleared up, yes, I would also like to know how to carry things because I am weak.
She rummages around in the drawers and the jars. Were you looking for a potion, an item, an herb?
Something that would stay with us for a long time. Something that would allow us to carry things just in general. A horse is a little expensive and also hard to keep alive in the desert when you're traveling a lot, so a magic item would probably help.
She opens the drawer and rummages around in it. I think I might have an amulet in here somewhere. Maybe.
Ooh.
You know, from my childhood, I've heard stories of, and actually I want to confirm this with you. Could I have heard stories of, like, a bag of holding?
Bags of holding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life wouldn't know what those are.
Okay.
Life would have no clue. He dealt with mostly trading. I don't think he would have seen magic trading, unless it was like herbs.
You know, I've heard stories of, pouches and bags that can carry a room full of items, without costing any extra weight. Do you have anything like that?
She's still going through the drawers. She closes one and she turns back to you. I haven't seen anything like that. Master Asra is out on an errand. You could ask him when he gets back. He might know what you mean.
Well, in the meantime, what's that amulet?
She holds out the amulet. I think she's looking at an inscription on the back. I think this is just a straightforward amulet of increased strength.
Ooh.
That could come in handy for me.
It's a little bit dusty. She brushes off the inscription.
I use a small amount of strength when I don't have a weapon, that is. And he'll undo his claws and then retract them. Just like shink and then undo it, just like.
She looks a little bit alarmed.
Oh no, he does that towards Gesh, not like towards her. Like, he'll do that, like, turn to Gash and just say, oh yeah, I can do this. Shink, and then pop them out.
Ah.
Not at all towards her.
Just out of character, would this have the same sort of functionality of, like, a belt of giant strength?
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Okay.
Let's say it's like... let me actually find the description for belt of giant strength.
Since we're doing...
I have it right here. I think it says here that a belt of hill giant strength, which is the weakest one, brings it up to like 21, and its rarity is rare.
So a +2.
Yeah,
so essentially a +2 to strength score.
So I guess Amulet of Strength would be equivalent to Belt of Hill Giant Strength.
Okay.
I'm just going to make a note of that.
Out of curiosity, how much does it cost?
These amulets are actually pretty common if you look in the right places. So, 3 gold? That seems reasonable, right?
Out of character, that is shocking to me.
Why?
I've never seen magic items that aren't like super common, as in there's a new common item called like glitter weave. That's just essentially you have a coat that can transform into you have clothes that can transform into other clothes, so that you just have an entire wardrobe on you, and it's just one set of clothing. And that still like sells for at least 10 gold, but I've never been in a campaign where magic items can be so cheap, except for maybe potions. Potions are pretty cheap because they're one-time use. So
6. We'll make it 6.
Okay.
All right.
Life will actually remember, because he doesn't have a large amount of... Well, actually, if it's that cheap, he might be. Because he has gold to spare. Is that the only one you have?
Why, were you looking for more than one?
I mean, maybe. It depends on if you have more than one.
This is the only one I found.
Okay. And then he'll turn to Gash and say, what about those magic stones you have? Those are interesting.
Oh, yes. I'll pay you an extra fee if you can identify this item. I pull out the stone, and I also have 6 gold for the amulet pulled out.
Okay.
Also, does the amulet feel magical? Because it's still got the... Okay.
Yes.
It's the... Life will just go, yep, real thing, to himself, and then just continue watching this interaction.
You keep cutting out.
Probably, I don't know what it is. Life will keep... Oh, I think I actually might know what it is. It might be, there we go. There. That should work. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. The mic sensitivity was just too high. Well, no, It was too low. It was too low because it wasn't picking up on my voice. I was just saying Life will just stand there and watch the interaction. I find it hilarious how I rolled so high for this cat person's height. I literally just said, all right, he's probably just going to be like 5'6", 5'7", average height. And then I rolled max on the dice, and I was 6'2".
Gosh.
That is hilarious to me. That I am just a giant of a cat man.
So, Andrew, you pass over this pair of stones across the counter. She turns them over, gives them a look. These are sending stones.
Oh,
when you activate one of them...
yes, sorry.
When you activate one of them, it'll cast a sending spell to the other stone, and send the person a message.
Oh, and
like this, and like Life will cast message on first the girl and then Gesh, and to each of them he'll just say hi.
She looks surprised, but she's like, exactly like that.
But does it work over a longer range? Because I can only do this within maybe a few feet.
Hang on a second. Yes, sending stones work over any distance.
Perfect. I'm still messing with my mic sensitivity, so tell me if I cut out at all.
All right. And how would you activate one of these stones?
All you have to do is touch them, I think.
Okay. I'll hand one of the stones to Life, and pocket the other one. How much did you want for the help?
I'm sorry?
Did you want me to pay you for identifying these items?
Oh no, you don't have to do that.
Oh, well, you're very kind. But, I am interested in purchasing that amulet. And I slide over the 6 gold pieces. I just want to let you know, magic items are... Oh, sorry.
She pours them into a little leather pouch on her belt.
Okay. Actually, I want to give you the... I just want to let you know magic items are, like, usually, like, a few hundred gold pieces.
Really expensive, I know.
Okay. So
which is...
I just wanted to make sure we weren't taking advantage of, like, anything.
Yeah.
I was figuring, since the setting is kind of inherently more magical than usual, it stands to reason that magic items would be cheaper.
Okay,
Alright.
yeah, that's fair.
This amulet, considering there's like a Coliseum here and everything, I figured this amulet would be a fairly common thing to have because they would want to boost their strength for fights or whatever.
That makes sense. At least the strength part, because gladiators.
Yeah.
So something, say, like a bit more illegal sounding, like amulet of detect thoughts, would be much more expensive.
Yeah, but there's a different place to find those, and that is not
so it's all
shop.
so prices are varying dependent on where you are. So
Right.
say this would be not useful. So say this would be extra expensive in, say, a setting of gnomes who are not inherently strong, so they need it more.
Yes.
Okay.
Andrew, what were you saying?
I forget.
Sorry.
So how long does attunement take? Or, yeah, sorry.
Does this one need attunement? I forget if...
It does, but,
okay.
you can say it doesn't if you want.
I believe attunement...
I'm gonna say it doesn't, because I think you can only attune to something if you're magic.
No, you can attune to anything.
Oh,
Doesn't
really?
matter. Yeah, anyone can attune to shit.
Okay.
It just takes, the usual rules for attunement is it takes the course of an entire short rest, I believe, is the usual rule. So 30 minutes.
I think most people flavor their attunement as, like...
As what?
As, like, if you had, like, a item that improved your dexterity for attunement, I think a lot of people flavor that as, like, hey, you have to practice, your stuff while wearing this amulet for 30 minutes, and stuff like that.
I was thinking that.
Training montage.
Yeah, I would say you would just have to, like, wear it for half an hour straight or something.
Okay.
Bump.
I was thinking,
Bump, bump,
I was
bump.
thinking Gesh would want to go to like his old abandoned arena and train a little bit while wearing the thing to attune it.
Okay, if you want.
Life will ask.
That amuses me. You can do that if you want to.
Do you have any? Do you have any chef's recommendations on what else to purchase? And he'll
I didn't catch all of that.
Fucking goddamn mic sensitivity. Just tell me if there's a buzzing in the background. I'm gonna keep it lower, and if there's a buzzing in the background, which I cannot tell, tell me, and I'll just bump up the mic sensitivity a little bit.
Okay.
He will. He essentially asked, "Hey, got any more magic items?" Because he's still really interested looking around.
Not as such. At least I don't think so. She rummages around in the drawers again. Well, I look for some information. No, this is all pictures. Two.
And it was your strength score times 3 for your carry capacity, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, times 3, I believe.
I'm not seeing anything else here, unfortunately.
No items. You mentioned potions earlier. Do you have anything like that? I apparently bought a defunct elixir, and he'll pull out his little elixir of his fake elixir of life from Caradoc.
Elixir of health.
Yeah, elixir of health.
Yeah. She takes out the bottle, sniffs it. Ooh, yeah, this is definitely fake. Smell. You smell it.
Yeah, I smell it.
It smells off, like it's gone rancid, except you're pretty sure that's how it smelled when you bought it. So it couldn't have gone bad.
And I don't sense any magic from it, right?
Mm-mm.
Little scammer. I'll get him back for that. And Life will just ask, do you have any real ones of these, then?
I think we do, yes.
Perfect.
She rummages around in the glass bottles up on the shelf and pulls out it's red glass, and the liquid inside is even more red.
Nice.
So it seems like blood red. This is definitely magical.
Perfect. Ooh. What is it? It's just another one of these, but it works?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. How much?
Let's say another 5 gold. That's a discount. I can take this off your hands.
All right. And he will trade.
Okay. Cool.
But do you have any other potions of any sort? Maybe.
What are you interested in?
Maybe a little more I'm not sure, actually. Gosh, any suggestions?
For what? Sorry.
Potions.
I was admiring this amulet. Potions?
Potions.
Well, I know jack about potions. But...
As you're having this discussion, a familiar figure comes in through the door and takes off his hat and coat. Hello, Esme. How is business?
Business as well.
Actually, I should open up the NPC log because I'm going to keep track if I don't do this. Hello, Esme. How is business?
Business as well.
These two were just about to buy another potion, I think. How was your trip to the market?
And I hand her 5 gold as I grab the potion. Also the fake elixir.
Hey, is it okay if I look at potions on the internet and then sort of bring up, hey, what if we had a potion that did this in character?
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, sick.
Asra looks at both of you and smiles. I see you've met my apprentice, Esme.
Yes, she's quite nice and helpful. Yes, an amulet in this potion. Also, she helped me identify that I bought a phony healing potion. Got any suggestions for getting a little bit of a, I guess, sneaky payback for that?
Where did you get it from?
I believe it was Marri. And I believe I still have the shop now. Yes, I do actually. I got it from a fellow named Caradoc in the Dark Flower in Marri.
Unfortunately, revenge is not something we trade in. He says this with kind of a half a smile.
Do you have any methods for it? Maybe like a phony potion I could sell back, a bad, an eye for an eye, so to speak.
Well, I'm not sure you'll have much opportunity for that. His smile disappears. I'm glad you caught up to me. I was beginning to wonder what happened to you.
Sorry.
The palace is looking for a couple of investigators to look into the Count's death. And I may have already volunteered the two of you.
Oh. We have a third, by the way. I don't know where the octopus man and that other girl went, however, but we did find someone new.
Very good. The Countess
they're
will
gone
welcome all the help. The Countess will welcome all the help she can get, I'm sure.
They're gone now, but trust me, they're someone, that they exist.
Okay.
I'm not crazy.
They'll be expecting you sometime tomorrow.
I see.
Well, I suppose thank you for setting up stuff with some work in the city.
You're very welcome.
We were on the topic of potions. I was wondering if you might have anything that could, I don't know, like a potion that could increase our movement skills, keep us light on our feet, and out of character. I'm talking about a potion of speed, which is basically when you drink this potion, you gain the effect of the haste spell for 1 minute, and the potion...
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus. That is kind of... that sounds a little expensive.
Yeah,
it also sounds kind of extreme.
The haste spell is insane. You get 2 turns in a row for 10 turns. Wow. And you don't even need to hold concentration on it. Essentially, the haste spell is, I think that's 3rd level. Let me check. I'll check what level haste is.
I think so. Yeah, it's 3rd level.
Yeah, I'd imagined. Yeah, haste is 3rd level, so that's, for example, I think that's what a 5th level character would have, at the very least.
So what's
Actually,
the effects
7th.
of haste again?
Let me look it up.
Because I had a thought.
It would be, the target's speed is doubled.
Found it.
It gains a +2 bonus to armor class. It has advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Hang on. Speed. I'm writing this down.
Yeah,
just for
speed doubled.
1 second. Mm-hmm.
Until it ends, the speed is doubled. The target's AC +2, as long as the spell lasts. It has advantage on dexterity saving throws. And finally, it gains an additional action on each of its turns. That action can only be used to take the attack, and you can only attack once with it. Dash, engage, hide, or use an object action. And when the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn. So after the turn, so once it ends, it cannot take an action until its next turn is over. Let me actually check what level you would get that. 3rd level, yeah, you'd get that at 5th level. So once your character gets to level 5, you would get that potion.
Okay. You were asking about, do you have anything like potion of speed, right?
Yeah.
What was Gesh saying exactly? I forget.
Do you have anything that would help us? Do you have anything that would help us?
Talking.
Did you have anything that would help us move around faster and do more things?
Yeah, that was the flavoring I put on it.
Or how I would use it to run the fuck away. Because I'm not taking a hit from something if I'm using that thing.
Actually, Esme and I just brewed up a batch of... How do I want to put this? So what's the name of that potion?
That's a potion of speed.
Just potion of speed. Okay.
I believe so.
Actually, Esme and I just brewed up a batch of potion of light feet the other day. I think we still have a couple vials of that.
Oh. What are its effects?
Okay, out of character. Potion of light feet is kind of like potion of speed, except it's 1.5 times speed of motion. No AC bonus. Dex saves.
What was that? You cut out on that.
So, potion of light feet is speed of motion times 1.5.
Yep.
And advantage on dex saves.
Okay.
So it's like a potion of speed, but cut in half.
Just the movement effects, though.
Exactly.
Okay.
What was the other potion you purchased? Life?
I just bought this healing potion.
Oh, okay. That'll come in handy.
Because, I got a bad one.
Fair
Ooh,
enough.
Asra. Speaking of which, you would actually know this. That same fellow, not sure how, he seemed serious about it, but he said that there were gardens of a flower I believe that flower, at least the last time he was here, he heard there were gardens of something called Deadly Star Strand. And there were whole gardens of it here in Liara.
We don't use it ourselves, but I have seen those gardens. You use Star Strand to make poisons.
Yes, he told me that part too. So it exists here. He wasn't pulling my leg.
No.
Where is it? It is quite pretty.
Esme's disappeared off into the back room as you talked. I believe there were a couple of the Count's private gardens in the Goldgrave district where he grew Star Strand.
In the Goldgrave district. Interesting. So
it hasn't been touched in years, though.
Huh. Actually. So it still has the flowers, though, correct?
They could.
Well, that's something to at least look into, because I know that some of the gardens have nothing. I've seen a couple of them. So maybe if maybe a little magic was sprinkled there without anyone's knowledge.
So, what is this job you set up for us?
The Countess is starting an investigation into the Count's death 3 years ago. She's hunting down his murderer. And why she's starting it so late is a little bit beyond me, but she was looking for investigators to help her because allegedly her court is a little bit useless.
Question. So you said the gardens were in the Goldgrave district?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
I was also wondering if you had perhaps another enchanted piece of jewelry that would make me a little bit more sturdy, able to take a few more hits.
I could actually use that. I'm not known for my heartiness, so.
And what I was sort of referring to is
This is the girl you met as Asra's apprentice. I'm gonna pin that.
Oh, okay. And actually, Life will turn to Asra and say, "Oh no, we were looking for something like, Gesh was talking about a magic bag that can hold an entire room of items, but doesn't weigh a pound, or something like that, something along those lines."
I've heard of those. I don't think I've ever come across them, though.
Dang it.
We'll find one.
Do you mean bags of holding?
Yeah, that sounds like a name.
Sounds familiar.
No, sorry.
Oh.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, I'm just looking for something to increase my longevity in combat. And out of character, I'm referring to a ring of protection, which basically just gives you a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws. It's a small bonus, but it can make a difference.
Let me pull that up. Which is gonna be a problem, because I closed the book. Oops.
I just have money to spend, so. I don't know. Magic items sound helpful. As Life sits there with his 1 potion.
Mm-hmm. Andrew, you said ring of protection?
Yes.
Okay. He opens up a little slot under the glass top of the counter and pulls out a velvet box, like one of those velvet trays with some rings in it. Some of them some of them seem magical, but Brayden, you can tell that only a few of them are. This tray is about 2/3 of the way full. A couple of these rings.
What was that? You cut out for me.
Asra pulls out a velvet tray with some rings in it. It's about 2/3 full. You can tell that most of them aren't magical, but a few of them are. There is indeed a ring of protection. There's a ring of resistance.
Is he pointing these out? Because I can't identify things. I can only tell if something is magical.
So it was a ring of protection and a ring of resistance, right? So far?
Yes.
Detect magic does not tell you what the item is. It only tells you if it's magic or not.
I'm just looking at the site, just out of character, looking at what they do.
There's also a ring of spell storing.
No. And do they look like, what do they look like, respectively?
The ring of spell storing kind of has, it looks like a parchment scroll, sort of, with characters written on it. The ring of protection looks like a shield with little glittering stones in it. And the ring of resistance is a pretty plain looking ring, but it has this sort of orangey red translucent gem set into it.
Okay. Those look interesting. I say in character.
Interesting.
How much for the ring with the shield? That's, the design sort of, points out to me that it might be what I'm looking for.
The ring of protection?
Yes.
I have come across too many of these rings. Does 20 gold sound reasonable?
Absolutely. I'll take it. And I hand over 20 gold.
Thank you.
I'll take these two, and we'll hold up the remaining 2 magic rings.
Are you sure?
How much for them?
The ring of spell storing is very rare.
How much?
I came across it during my travels in the desert. 40 gold, maybe.
For both of them, or just the spell storing one?
That's just the spell one.
All right. How much for this one? And he pulls up the ring of resistance.
That's a ring of lightning resistance. Let's say 25 gold. I found some of these circulating in the Goldgrave district a few months ago. The merchant selling them said that fighters that were set against Haladal's hammer sometimes bought these.
Haladal's hammer. Interesting. I'll take just the spell storing one. That's 40 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Gesh smirks at the mention of his old gladiator name.
Asra doesn't seem to notice, or if he does, he doesn't say anything.
Haladal. Wonder who that could be. And he'll just put the resistance ring back. God of Storm?
They were the God of Storm, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to double check that though, because I think there was something else. Yes, storms and natural disasters.
Funny witnessing one of these rings again. I've seen them on many of my contestants.
I'm gonna roll something to see. Oh wait,
did you used to be a gladiator then?
Yes, I was the very Haladal swimmer you're talking about.
A pleasure to meet you. I think you might be acquainted with my friend, the Scourge of the South.
Absolutely.
He kind of has a smile on his face, but there's also something in his eyes that indicates there's a bad memory going on there.
Gesh nods, recognizing the sort of look.
I have a feeling the Countess will be pleased to make your acquaintance.
Very well may be.
Alright, cool. Ring of spell storing. That works. I could really use that, actually.
How much gold do you have?
Now I have 15.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, because you sold the, viewer. That's right.
Yep.
And the bad elixir.
Yeah.
Or did you sell that?
I traded that. She said I got a discount. Right. I got a discount of, I got the potion discounted if I sold the, if I gave her the elixir.
So, I've heard when a user has a item with magical potencies that they often have to spend some time with it before taking full benefit of the effects. Are these such items?
Yes, they are.
Well, I know just the place to bind with them, life.
So, this ring of spell storing, does it have any spells stored in it? He wasn't paying attention. He's just been looking at his ring.
I'm not sure. I acquired that on a trade. You may want to check.
I don't know how to check. do I just do this thing and connect with it?
Oh, so connecting with the ring will reveal to the user what spells it has stored?
That's right.
Okay. Well, we best set off, Life.
All right.
Thanks for your business, and where did we have to report to for this job for the Countess?
They'll be expecting you at the palace tomorrow.
Okay.
Cool.
I know where we can stay until then.
Okay, then.
Thanks for all your business. And Gesh walks out of the store and waits for Life outside.
And
Esme comes back out of the back room and...
Oh, wait, what about the spell? What about the potion?
Oh, right.
What?
I was telling Gesh about the potion that we were thinking about buying.
I'm not...
Do you still want it?
Probably not.
I'm a little short on cash.
Yeah, we've spent enough money today.
If you say so.
Alright.
Would you like a free reading from Esme on the house?
We already had a reading, I believe. Oh, wait, no. Do you mean with those cards? Do you mean?
Esme nods. While you're thinking about this choice, a purple snake kind of appears out of nowhere and slithers up onto Asra's shoulders, flicking its tongue at you.
What could be the harm in a reading? I sit down wherever I can.
Esme shows you through the curtains to the back room. There's a round table in the middle covered with some big draping cloths. There's also a door back here, but it just kind of is covered by curtains and seems like a back entry door that doesn't really get used for customers. There's some cushions and stools around the table, and there's a stained glass window set into the wall to your left. So the whole room is kind of tinted bluish purple. When the curtains get closed, you can see the fabric on the table glitter.
Nice. And I'll sit down.
Okay. Esme takes the deck back out of her pocket and shuffles it and puts it down on the table. Cut the deck, if you'd please.
I do so.
I don't remember how this is gonna work. Okay. I think after you cut the deck, you divide that into thirds, maybe.
Are there going to be any dice rolls involved in this?
Sure.
All right.
I just have to remember how to do this. Okay, I think I remember how to do this. You cut the deck and she shuffles the two piles back together cleanly. Cut it in thirds.
Okay. I do so. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything other than I do that, because I don't know how cards work. I don't have much experience with any type of card.
Choose a pile.
Oh, okay. I guess I will roll a d6 for that.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's going to be the third pile.
Okay. She puts the other 2 piles aside and shuffles the third pile and spreads the cards out on the table. Do you want to do a 1 card or a 3 card reading today?
I'll take whatever the house recommends.
3 card it is. Pick any 3.
Okay. And how many are there?
I think. Hang on. I haven't done any tarot anything in a while. Not even peripherally. How many cards in a tarot deck? There's 78 cards in a tarot deck, so whatever's a third of that.
How many in a tarot deck?
78.
Okay, so that's going to be 26, so I guess I'll just use random number generator between 1 and 26.
Okay.
Okay, so 19, 15, and 26.
19, 15, and 26?
Yep.
Okay. Hang on. So the first card, so you take out these 3 cards. She flips over, hang on. You take out these 3 cards. From your left to your right, she taps each of the cards and says, your past, your present, and your future. She flips over the one representing your past. 6 of Pentacles. I'm going to look up the meanings in a minute. I just want to
I used to
get
know
all
that
of
by heart. I used to know
Really?
that by heart, yeah.
Really?
I remember like a year ago.
I didn't know you were into that.
A year ago, I was trying to like study tarot, and I think I knew what all the face cards meant, and I was in the middle of like going through like the other cards. Like I knew death, I knew all those, but not like number of noun.
The present one is the Lovers. And the future one is the World.
Alright. I had an app that I could have looked at if I still had it installed, but... I want to get that. I want to get get back into that. That was really cool. But yeah.
I can actually look up what the meanings are if you want. Here we go.
Yeah, I knew pentacles was like material stuff, like pentacles represented like material plane stuff. That I just got like I just looked up a little thing and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I'll just read off the descriptions for anyone watching the stream that doesn't know tarot. So the card you got that represents the past, she flips it over, it's the Six of Pentacles. She looks like she's listening to it, and then she says, Brayden, you can actually hear sort of a whisper as she flips each of these cards over. Mm-hmm. So the description for the Six of Pentacles is your own financial security has enabled you to help others in more tumultuous situations. So she looks like she's listening to it, and then she says, your charitable spirit will return what you have put out in the world in your past.
I like to believe
good things, don't worry.
Or I hope it's true.
The second card she flips over is the Lovers. This one has a picture of two snakes embracing, like humanoid snakes. One is orange and the other one is blue. And she looks down at the card and smiles and says, you'll be making some new allies very soon, I believe.
I'm not at this.
The last one is the World. On it is a picture of a turtle in a forest. It looks kind of serene. The road to your accomplishments has been long, but you should be proud that you've traveled it so far.
Well, thank you. Life, did you want to read it?
Brayden?
What? Sorry. What'd you say?
Did you want to read it? If the kind woman will offer you one.
No, thank you. I think I'll pass.
Understood.
He's just been to make that seem like it was in character. He's just been listening to all the whispers.
The Lovers whispered the loudest. You could almost hear words, but not quite.
And what was the Lovers reading? I missed that.
You'll be making some new allies very soon.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. We best get going. We'll probably be back once we have more funds.
She gets up to escort you out of the shop, escort you out of the back room, but she's still holding on to the Lovers, who seems to have heard the whispers particularly loud as well. Brayden, you can still hear them whispering. She kind of looks up at you with an expression that's like half wonder, half sort of confusion. And finally,
at
she
me or
shuffles
Gash?
both of you. And finally, she shuffles the cards back together and puts the deck in her pocket.
Fascinating.
Yes, I've always been interested in that sort of magics. But, I know the perfect place to attune to our items. Follow me. And I start walking towards, the old arena, with the sort of memory in my mind of the layout of the city.
Okay. Did you want to stop there? That seems like a good place to stop. I know it's kind of shorter than usual. Did you want to wander around some more?
We could probably say we reached the arena.
I was just interested to see if there was going to be any spells on this ring.
Yeah, I was thinking we could go to the arena, attune our items, and then set up camp in the abandoned, sort of area.
You want to set up camp in the abandoned, like in the flooded district?
Hell yeah,
or...
spooky gladiator ghosts telling us stories.
I don't know, Delmarev feels comfortable there.
Don't you have a house in the city?
I think so, but, he misses the area.
Okay.
Life after hearing that this was just like his old stomping grounds, he'd probably just like, you know what? Sure, why the hell not?
So yeah.
Who's gonna attack an old arena?
Delmarev, trains with his new items equipped, gets them attuned, and sets up camp.
And Life will try to attune to...
arena.
Yeah, and Life will try to attune to his ring during the whole time.
Hey.
So apparently how the ring works is I'm supposed to roll a d6, and that determines how many levels worth are stored once I attune.
Okay.
Want me to do that now?
Sure.
Alright. It's a d6 minus 1. So that's exactly 1 level stored. So 1 level's worth of a spell.
Okay.
So that means... So only 1 level 1 spell could possibly be on there, and if you want, you can decide what that is.
Okay.
So I sure as hell can.
Only 1 spell. Okay.
Well, 1 level 1 spell, but it just has to be from the last person who wore it.
Okay.
And in the meantime, while you can decide that, I'm going to put my last remaining spell slots on this thing before the day ends.
Okay. So you set up camp in the arena. Brayden, you can feel like 2 conflicting magic things going on at the same time, which is kind of weirding you out.
From the ring or from the arena?
From the arena. Like the space itself.
Interesting.
That sounds intriguing. I mean, we don't gotta stop if we don't want to. But yeah, we can. I don't care. It would actually seem like a good idea to pick up with that next week. But I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do.
Brayden.
Yes.
So by now you've attuned to that ring.
Mm-hmm.
It has the spell Hex on it.
Dispel Hex?
No, Hex. The spell.
Oh,
Hex.
the spell! Oh! That is intriguing.
That is a warlock spell.
Yes, it is a warlock-specific spell. I don't think anything but a warlock can get that spell. That's a weirdie. Huh. That's actually a really cool spell. That's one of my favorite things of a warlock. Holy shit. That's cool. I like that. Heck.
Yay. I did it good.
Well, yeah, no other a sorcerer wouldn't get to use a spell. I do also need, actually, since it doesn't have a DC, that actually works perfectly because it doesn't need anything for like upgrading. But if I save that spell, I can upgrade it with my sorcerer magic. With my meta magic, if I save it for when I level up, that would actually be really interesting. A twin. Oh wait, no, it's concentration, so I can't twin it. I might be able to bonus it though. That'd be cool. I could quicken it, and then I can just attack. Oh, that's a really that was smart. That was smart doing a hex.
I just picked one at random, man.
I mean, hey, the luck worked. And just so you know, I do use my. Technically, I have 4 spell slots if I convert my meta magic into a spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
So I just put a detect magic and a comprehend languages in the ring of spell storing.
Okay, cool. Do you want me to write that down, or do you got it?
I got it down, but I was telling you in case you wanted to also record it.
Okay. So yeah, you're getting 2 weird vibes off this arena at the same time.
Strange. Is it like unidentifiable? It's just like 2 different kinds of magic?
One is like the entire arena is just putting off this aura of like unease and tension and bloodlust, but then also there is one that has a specific source.
Okay. And what would that source be?
Do you want to find it?
Sure, I'll look for it if you want me to. If I'm allowed to. He's curious.
Is life showing any like signs of like that distress from that sort of conflicting magical energy?
I don't know. Is he?
Yeah.
He's looking around, just observing, and it seems like he seems a little paranoid. But
I would say his ears are moving too.
Like a little. Oh, his ears, like they're moved back to like the sides.
No, they're just like that ear movement that cats do. That are like, what's going on? There's something going on here.
So, what check
like
did you want me to make?
Pick up any noise, I guess.
What check did you want me to make?
For the magic thing?
Yeah.
Is detect magic still on? I would
say
it is.
It's only been an hour.
I would personally say maybe Arcana, maybe Investigation. Or, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a toughie.
That's up to you.
Investigation.
Investigation? Alright. That's gonna be a 12.
You can sense that it's coming from the center of the arena, but you can't see anything immediately there. And if you go over to the middle, it doesn't seem like there's anything there to be giving this off.
Does it feel like necrotic magic? I can actually using detect magic. I can sense if it has like a brand like conjuration enchantment. I can only, but that's only if it has that. If it's typeless magic and it's just like magic, then I don't get anything like that.
Let me see. It doesn't have a school. It's just kind of It
It's just
feels
magic.
like, yeah, it's just magic. It's got a rhythm like a heartbeat, but it's just magic.
Well,
Life, are you
now, actually,
are you distressed?
all right, that's actually pretty even. He's going to just stand there and think. Feels like it's almost alive in a way. And he'll look at Gesh and just say, "Is there anything special about this arena?"
I don't know. Would I recognize or would I know about any magical pulsation?
Or just magic in general?
Sorry, having to do with the infrastructure?
Yeah, like, would I know, like, I mean, I think I would know the layout of the arena, but, like...
Would he know that it's magic, that
yeah.
it's inherently magic at all? That's my question. Like, is this supposed to be magic?
The last time you were here, there wasn't anything magical about it.
Okay.
At least not that you knew about.
Anything special? What do you mean?
It's emanating a decent amount of magic, the entire arena. I don't know what it is.
That is peculiar. Would I know about any, like... I mean, I think I would know, like, if there was, like, a room underneath the, center of the, battlefield. Right?
There isn't one that you know of.
Okay.
I'll tell you out of character that there was stuff added under there since you've been gone.
Is it loose dirt?
Sorry?
Is it loose dirt or is it stone?
It's sand.
Perfect. I'm gonna start digging this thing up with mold earth.
Okay.
Because I can do that every 6 seconds. Can pick up a 5-foot cube of loose earth until I hit like solid stone. In which case, it only works on loose earth, like sand or dirt or gravel.
Yeah. Gesh would have a problem with you desecrating the arena if it weren't for the weird magical.
Like the second he starts, like he can fix it. Let's do that in character, actually. And just like I'm just gonna start digging, see if there's like a magical artifact here.
Yes.
You would know that there's dungeons like off to the side underneath the actual, like not the part that's in the middle, the actual arena. There's rooms that are used as dungeons and storage and stuff under there, but there's nothing you know about that's directly underneath.
Okay. Life.
Well, he's gonna lift up a cube, and you can stop him then before he can move it.
Yeah. Life, you know, there are structures around the arena. I'm sure since this is new, we could probably find something in the arena's infrastructure. Would you like to explore that sort of system?
Well, we could just go straight down. He'll say, like, a little confused.
Well, I suppose you're right, but...
If you're worried about fixing it, I can just bury this all and fix it all. It's not hard. Watch this, as he, like, lifts up a cube of dirt and just puts it to the side. As he lifts up a cube of sand and puts it to the side.
You can't lift up a cube.
Oh. That's... worrying.
Oh, wait, so, like, the spell isn't working on that patch of, like, sand?
No, it's working, but you can't lift up a full cube. You can only lift up, like, a couple inches.
Let me actually check mold earth, because it does say I can lift up a cube.
Oh, no. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the spell. I'm saying that's all you get before you hit something.
Oh, that's stone. And then it's just... Oh. He'll go, haha, oh.
Well, yes.
Well, infrastructure it is.
It's not stone. It's actually around like, right in the center of this cube is a wooden trapdoor with a big brass ring on it. And you picked up a cube, like, everywhere around this trapdoor.
Perfect.
But on top of it, you only got a couple inches.
Oh.
He'll go, ha. Oh. See? Look at that.
So there is just a trapdoor there?
Yep.
Okay. Wonder if this has always been there.
You just made a big hole in the ground around the trapdoor.
Wow, I suppose I'll leave it up to you.
That's what I was getting at.
Would you like to descend?
Sure. And now we can.
Do you want to put the dirt down first?
What? But I thought it was on top of the door.
Right. But
yeah, I'll probably put the dirt down like a few. Like, I'll actually move it. Well, I guess there's plenty of dirt, so it's not going to affect anything.
How do I put this? So you picked up the 5-foot cube, but there's there must be a shaft or something connected to the trap door that goes down through the dirt, because you picked up a 5-foot cube with a hole through the middle.
Oh.
Okay. What time is it right now?
Then in that case, I guess he'll just drop most of the dirt and then put the dirt back around the, I guess, tube, so that it's not just a trap hole with a tube in the middle. So that it's not just like a pitfall with a tube in the middle. Essentially, he'll put back most of the dirt so that it's just the top of the tube showing.
It's getting on 6 o'clock.
Okay, so it's almost sunset.
I don't remember what time we said it was last time. We asked about the time, but it's getting around sunset.
It was around, it was around 4, if I remember correctly from the last session, when we went in. So.
No, I think that's when you arrived in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's around sunset. Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Well,
by now, would you say an hour has passed and detect magic has worn off?
Yeah.
All right. I might be using this ring a little sooner than I expected. And do you want to? I'm running a little low on magic. Would you like to wait until maybe tomorrow to investigate this? It's definitely a good spot to investigate since we're already being hired to do that.
Well, we don't know if they're related, but yes, I think some rest would benefit both of us.
And he'll just cover up the tube, I guess, with dirt. With the sand, I guess.
Okay. Did you want to find an inn for the night or anything?
Gesh said he wanted to sleep here earlier, so.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just gonna stay in the Coliseum then. Okay.
Roughing it. Roughing it in the amphitheater.
Yeah. The sun, you kind of sit and watch the sun set over the edge of the Coliseum, and you're looking at the towers in the Goldgrave district, and particularly in the Heart district right across the canal, and it's making you kind of just feel nostalgic for when you left.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, that's a vibe.
So I guess we're gonna stop there for the week.
Yeah. I can't believe we found the tube.
Ominous ass tube. By chance.
The ominous magic tube.
Maybe we just find Sky, just sleeping under a Coliseum seat.
Yeah, Sky ended up here just nice, free lodging.
Sky had a little bit too much to drink and stumbled her way into the rafters. Not rafters, but the
the benches.
Yeah, the benches.
I gotta make that my Discord the status
Ominous tube.
I'm just tube.
The tube.
I don't remember how to do that. I think I got it. I think.
All right.
Yes.
So, do we want to do closing remarks and such?
Sure.
All right. I'm Andrew. I've been playing Delmer of Gesh. Yeah, character outros for the week and stuff. I don't know.
My name's Brayden. I have been playing Life of the Night. Catman Tabaxi. That's magic.
And you've been listening to The Torch and Wand. This is our 11th episode so far. And we hope you'll join us next Saturday night for another episode. Thanks for watching.
See y'all later.
See ya.
Bye.